On this episode of the Bits and Bytes podcast, we list our top 10 PlayStation 4 console-exclusive games. This is Bits and Bytes. What's up, everybody? I'm Jeff Shelley. You can reach me on Twitter at Sky_Striker. This is our top 10 episode, so it's top 10 PlayStation 4 console exclusives. So what that means is the game can't be out on PS3, so no collections like the Uncharted collection, Last of Us can't make it. Sadly, Persona 5 can't because it was a PlayStation 3 game as well. These are games that are only on PlayStation 4 or they could appear on PC. But mainly they're only PlayStation 4 games. So they're not on any other console around. So that's how the rules are for this. Feel free to fire off in the comments if there's any game that we might have overlooked that you feel should have made the list. If you want to write why you think it would make the list, feel free to contact us on our webpage. We'll have a web article going up after this podcast is out with the top 10 games listed from this. So feel free to comment there. Feel free to comment on the iTunes review, what games that you would have liked to see on the list. And so we're just going to get started here with our top 10 PlayStation 4 console exclusive games. Number 10, Gravity Rush 2. Gravity Rush 2 is a game that could only exist, I think, on a Sony or Nintendo platform. With its fantastic art style and the ability to move anywhere in any direction, the game is simply a delight to play, thanks in part to its wonderful sense of place and a fantastic protagonist in Cat. Number 9, Infamous Second Son. The promise of this game is why I bought my PlayStation 4 in the first place. With a wonderful sense of traversal that each power brings, Sucker Punch has proven that they are one of the best developers when it comes to creating a real sense in how a character moves on screen. This, coupled with a more cinematic approach, makes Infamous Second Son a worthy addition to our top 10 list. Number 8, Resogun. Developer Housemarque knows how to make a satisfying gameplay loop. This has never been more present than in Resogun. Resogun launched as a downloadable title with the PlayStation 4 and was easily its best launch title. The game is still one of the best titles you can own, with its frantic gameplay, tight controls, and rewarding gameplay loop. Resogun is a worthy addition to anyone's PlayStation 4 library. Number 7, Until Dawn. I love the choose-your-own-adventure style games from developers like Telltale and Quantic Dream. But when I saw that developer, Supermassive, was creating a horror game in the choose-your-own-adventure style, I was intrigued. The game places you in the shoes of 8 teenagers throughout your time playing, and it's your job to try to get them to make it out alive. This game has set a high bar and one that I hope Quantic Dream can reach when it releases Detroit Become Human next year. Number 6, Street Fighter V. Although Street Fighter V was a little sparse when it launched, due to constant updates and the dedication from its developer, the game now offers a plethora of options to its players. I thought this was a huge get for Sony when this game was announced, and I still feel this way. Street Fighter V is a great console exclusive and one worthy of your time if you are looking for a fighting game. Number 5, Ratchet & Clank. Are you looking for a game with great comedic writing that takes you to places you've never been before? Well, Ratchet & Clank is the game for you. The game is simply gorgeous and looks like a Pixar movie, which is all well and good. But developer Insomniac also backs it up with great writing and addictive gameplay. Number 4, Nioh. Nioh is an action RPG game where it's like the games Onimusha and Dark Souls had a baby. With its great setting and white-knuckle enemy encounters, developer Team Ninja has created something special. Not just another Souls game, but a game that moves the genre forward as a whole. Number 3, Bloodborne. Bloodborne is the game you love to hate. Take the difficulty of Dark Souls and add in a more arcadey feel and faster movement. Bloodborne is a game that loves to punish you, but it never feels cheap, and you get a real sense of victory from your accomplishments. Here's hoping we will soon hear of an upcoming sequel. Number 2, Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 is the perfect example of how a gaming series should end. With its emotional highs and lows, Uncharted 4 culminates perfectly the entirety of the Uncharted series and once again proves that Naughty Dog is head and shoulders above what a majority of game developers are capable of. I loved my time with Uncharted 4 and think back on it fondly as a touching end to one of gaming's greatest protagonists. Number 1. Horizon Zero Dawn. Developer Guerrilla has created a bona fide franchise with the release of its newest IP, one that I hope to see a lot more of moving forward on Sony consoles. The sheer scope and breadth of story down to the enemy designs has really not been seen before. That, coupled with the great RPG and combat mechanics, make Horizon Zero Dawn a must-own for any PlayStation owner. Alright, so that's our top 10 PlayStation 4 console exclusives. If you have any comments that you'd like to add to the list, any games, or wonder why one might have been overlooked, feel free to comment again in the iTunes review, or when you go to the Bits and Bytes website, and you can go to the comment section there and add your 2 cents and what you would like to have seen on the list. So for Bits and Bytes, this is Jeff Shelley. You can reach me on Twitter at Sky_Striker. As always, you can check out our Twitch and YouTube channel at Bits and Bytes, and check out our main site, BytsnBites.com. If you like what we do, feel like we are worth $1, you can donate $1 on our Patreon page. And thank you for listening. And we will be back with episode 5 next week. All right, thank you. Bye.